Hey y'all, Crafty Queen Bee, that's me. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to turn your recycled wine bottles into these pretty Halloween decorations. Are you ready? I love to craft and I love to share ideas with everyone. Let's get started. Okay, the first step is to remove the labels off your wine bottles. A lot of my friends say, I'm not going to take the time to scrub those off. It's too much work, it's too much trouble. Well, folks, let me tell you something. I've got a secret potion. You fill your sink with hot water, then each one of your wine bottles with hot water. Yikes, ay, ay, ay. You drop them in there, and then you add this secret potion. Whew, that's hot. Don't let that fool you. Whew. Okay, you're gonna add 1/2 cup of baking soda, and I just bought a small can of baking soda, and it was just about the same as a cup. Gonna add it in there. Okay, sorry, that was baking powder. You can use baking soda too. And then you're gonna add a tablespoon of dishwashing liquid, and I just used what I had, and it was Dawn. And now you're gonna add 2 cups of vinegar. And when you add the 2 cups of vinegar, it is going to fizz up like it is going to overflow. Kind of like a volcano, but don't let that scare you. It'll be all right. See it fizzing? Woo! Friends, one label came completely off all by itself. There's no gunk or residue left on it rather. Aw, here's a bottle of wine that I shared with my cousin Claire when she was here. We drunk this bottle of wine. And this one's a little bit more stubborn, but still, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to just take a knife and scrape it right off. Just takes that gunk right off of it. Really, really easy. If you were to do this without this potion, you'd have a whole lot of trouble getting it off. Look at that. No gunk, no residue. Come right off. Let's try the front here. Ah, where's my knife? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This water is hot. You gotta be tough to be doing this. Alrighty. Look at this. See how easy that comes off? I don't know, maybe the adhesive on some of them that they use made it a little bit more difficult. All I know is that this does cut the time in half. Normally I do a bunch at a time, but I've been throwing my bottles away and haven't been saving them because my husband gripes all the time that I've got too much craft stuff stored away. So bear with me and we'll get these going. Look at that. You just take a little scrubby and scrub that. Comes right off. Look at that. Clean. Now we'll just get them dry and we're ready to spray paint them, and I'll show you how easy that can be. All right, so we've come outside, and I live out in the country in Alvarado, Texas, and it is sure hot and steamy this afternoon. Also, I forgot when we went into town today to do some shopping to pick up some dowel sticks. So when you live out in the country and you forget something that's on your list, guess what? You have to improvise. So I found these little sticks out here in my husband's shop, and they're gonna work just fine. You prop your wine bottles upside down on them, and guess what? They're so much easier to spray. I love this masking painter's tape. It works wonders. I use it all the time for projects that I'll be showing you later on. Alrighty, we'll put that bottle upside down there. And I do have to tell you, I had to use a little Goo Gone because my magic potion did not work as well as it normally does. But of course not, because we're filming today. But all is good, all is good. I'm gonna start with the orange one first. And I just picked up some cheap paint from Walmart, not sponsored, and I'm gonna start spraying my orange bottle. that's gonna be my pumpkin. And I've got my cat, one of our cats out here that's wanting in on the action, and a couple of donkeys back there, Mr. T and Nancy. And you know, if your bottle is not perfect the first time around, or if it starts dripping, don't worry, all is good. You can make everything work. It'll be all right. Okay, I'll let that one dry, and then I'm gonna start on the ghost one. This is so much easier to do. Propping them on these sticks and spray painting them. And I don't ever use gloves or a mask, and I know that's bad, but you might want to if you're sensitive to aerosols. Okay, I'll let that dry a little bit before I give it another coat. Okay, so we're back. The bottles are dry, they've been spray painted, and now they're ready for detail. On the detail, what I did is I just kind of drew the pattern I wanted. Sorry, oops. For my bottle. Promise I haven't been drinking any wine. I need to. And what I did is I took a plain piece of white paper and I drew my pattern on there. Then I took a piece of plastic, like overhead projection paper, and you can get some anywhere in your local office supply store. And what I did is I drew my pattern on there, just like this, with a Sharpie, works better. And then I took a little sharp pair of scissors, and you just, normally it's really easy to do, but on camera and film, naturally it gives you a hard time. Okay, so just snip it in the middle, get your scissors and start cutting around your pattern. Very easy to make a stencil, a homemade stencil of your own. Works great. Like I said, you can even use a plain white sheet of paper or cardstock. Works well. I already have mine that I've used before already. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some slick, this is called slick fabric paint. I'm gonna put some on my little plate here. I'll put it on my little paint plate. This is a stencil brush. You use your stencil brush, just take off all the excess, get some on your finger there. Normally I tape my pattern to the bottle, but I think I can do it just like this. It goes so easy and so smooth. It may need 2 coats. Might let it dry and then give it another coat. Be ready to get your hands a little dirty. Your nice nail job a little dirty, but that's okay. All is good. See how easy this goes on? Voila. It needs a second coat, but it'll be all right. For better results, for more consistency, we're gonna go ahead and tape this down. There we go. Okay, again, with your black slick paint, take the excess off your brush and just stencil the jack-o'-lantern face on there. This goes so fast, so easy. This would be a nice project to do with your friends. Wine and paint wine bottles. Sounds pretty good, huh? Oh my gosh, that's not cut out. Sorry. Okay, so I grabbed an incomplete stencil. This is the bottom part. Sorry. This is my first time to do this on video. Normally I do 2 coats, but since I'm just trying to get this in here quickly to show you how easy it is. Look at that. That is a perfect jack-o'-lantern mouth. I forgot to mention earlier the reason that I taped this off was so that I could paint the stem part. I'll go ahead and take that tape off and we'll do a, well, if I can find it, here we go. We'll do a quick painting of the stem. Okay, I'm just going to take some of this green acrylic paint and use a round nylon brush. Always get your brush wet first. Take off the excess water and just start to paint. We could have done this with spray paint, but I didn't want to buy another bottle of green spray paint just for the stem. This acrylic will work just as well. Might take 2 coats, but all is good. We'll let that dry and then we'll put another coat on there. Okay, for the cheeks, I just used a little piece of sponge that I cut out into a circle. And let me show you how easy it is to add the cheek detail on these. Look at that. Doesn't get any easier than that. Voila. It still needs another coat on the eyes and the mouth, but I just wanted you to see how easy it was to do the cheeks on it. And at the end, folks, you can use whatever you want to make them your own. I found this little packet of decorative straws that I used, and I just made a little bow to go on there. But you can look out for any kind of stuff to stamp it and make it your own. You can add glitter to it and make them shine. Enjoy. Hey y'all, on the next video I'm going to show you how easy and inexpensive it is to dress up your door for Halloween. See you next time. Hey y'all, Crafty Queen Bee, that's me, coming from...
This is typical. This is pretty typical. This is how all the clients feel.
I wasn't going to go from anywhere. All right, let's try again.